And that's really, really good to have that in an AWPer. So it surprised me very nicely. But we will be in the pistol round now. So there's a lot to discuss. We have to wait because we do have, right now, HellRaisers spreading out a little bit, in fact. It looks like they want to just make sure that if Flipside were to go for something crazy, that they could deflect that and before actually getting their real strategy going in. But there's two smokes.
Dan, I think one of these players on the HellRaisers side dropped two P250s because you can see Angel's got Kevlar and a P250. Same for Dozier as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Probably Adrenaline Flamey. They've only got smokes and
yeah, that's
flash.
That sounds about right.
Interesting tactics there.
That makes a lot of sense because that could also tell us where they're going to throw the smokes and flashes from if they're going to be so far away from the action, potentially. And it looks like they want to go for that quick little middle play just to remove that from Flipside to begin with. You can see they're playing quite tentatively here as well. There's one of the smokes. All right, so they're going to use some of these nades to get themselves middle control. That's a nice shot there from Simple. Really doing a really good job here as the rest of the HellRaisers lineup goes into that B bomb site. Dozier finally wins the one-on-one. That's P250 really coming in handy. And now we have site under contestation. Future trying to get up in close, but it's not quite working out for them. They're catching them off guard in these crossfires, and they need to get the bomb down. But all the Flipside have turned up finally. There's been so much delay here. Dozier is going to find himself the bomb. He's got not a lot of time to really plant this. That's a great shot though. Flamey is covering, but he's so low, and now he's going to go down as well. So Dozier trying to get that bomb down, but against these two players, it's just impossible. They're too close to him. There's 10 seconds left in the round. Dozier, this would look impossible right now as he goes for the plant. He goes for the fake actually and gets the first shot. The player's really close. Oh, he runs out of bullets, and there it is. HellRaisers lose the round. Flipside. That went down to the wire, but they will pull it out in the end.
I do wonder how much time was left on that plant there, because it seemed. I mean, I think he was at least halfway through the plant. But there we go. There would be no plant there from HellRaisers, so will be the force buy coming out. I've seen the Tech 9s, full armor, helmets as well. We know how dangerous these Tech 9s are. Got a few players heading over to B. Got some smokes and flashes coming in, so they could actually get pretty close to these CTs to go for those one-taps on the A sites. Slowly emerging towards, sorry, on the B site, slowly emerging towards the A site as well. Just having a look, making sure no flank was coming in, and they're going to walk away very silently. Not going to give any audio indication as to where they are headed at the moment. They've gone for some passive positions now. You can see the T's just seemingly waiting for some kind of flank, some kind of information play from the CTs, but there will be none yet. You can see the CTs holding a line across the entire map there. Well, they're now going for a rotation as a mid-take starts to come in from the T's.
Just going to go for that split onto the B side. And so far they're getting into position, but that's because Flipside have waited in the far ranges with those FAMASs, and it's working out effectively here for them. Just losing one player so far. On the site, HellRaisers are getting crippled. Look at that drop there, straight into his crosshair. Simple is going to go down. That's actually a little bit annoying, I think, to lose two players in the end there, because it probably could have been a little bit more clean, but it's fine nonetheless. HellRaisers going to be on full eco now, and the interesting thing is that we know that Flipside could very effectively go double up with this lineup, and that's going to be quite scary.
Do you ever find that when you have a pistol out, sometimes, like, I don't know if like panicky is the right word, but sometimes I feel like my hand is too stiff to properly shoot with the pistol.
You mean adjust quickly, like track them, basically?
And yeah, and my aim gets a bit jerky.
We'll come back to this point. We do have the quick push coming in. Maybe they can get a bomb down here. That would be a really good result. So far, lots of damage done, and Flipside look to be cleaning it up well. But the bomb does go down. That's really, really excellent work there from HellRaisers. That's way more than they could have expected. They even got a kill onto Bonding, so that's pretty fair cop. And next buy is going to be pretty powerful from them. But yeah, all I'm going to say to you, James, is go boot up Quake 3 and then lightning gun people. It's a very similar technique, in my opinion.
Okay, I will do that.
In my opinion.
In my HO.
Because you're constantly tracking and so on. But anyway, 3-0. The buy coming in from both sides. Up on World Edit. And full AKs, lots of nades for HellRaisers. What have they got in store this time?
Okay, so Flamey going for that Molotov. Looks like he's aiming towards the vent to clear it out, while his teammates go for a mid push here. The entrance to mid is completely smoked off at the moment. There are lots of smokes all over the place. I think the sandbags area is smoked off as well. That's a nice smoke you don't always see. See if that nade will do any damage. Don't think it will on this occasion. So, HellRaisers now in control of mid. Quick peek from Adren there as the Molotov comes into the vent area.
Actually, interestingly, there's a player pushed really far in B storage, and it is simple. So that's actually giving them loads of info, and they know they're not committed yet to a play, and they've decided, because Simple is so far ahead, hey, you know what, we can just put 3 players towards A at the moment, because if they do go B, Simple's going to see it. We're going to have a way more time than we need to actually respond to that.
Interestingly as well, Markelov had a passive angle there. Oh, nice pop flash there. He's going to get the information. Not sure if he saw both players because one was hid behind that wooden box. Push starting to come in here. Nice snap there from Welder. That's why he's so dangerous. And there's only one of the AWPs out so far. So it's like it's not going to be a full committal yet from HellRaisers, trying to get picks. But there's only one person down for Flipside at the moment. Nice elimination of the flank there. 2 versus 2 now, but look at the health on these remaining HellRaisers players. Dozier with 8 HP in another 1v2. Can he get one of the frags this time? Couldn't do it last time. Finds Markelov, but doesn't manage to get the kill. Again, with such little health, was never going to be easy there. I just want to mention the angle that Markelov was holding. With the information play they had and the position that Simple had, the only thing they needed to worry about was the vents. So rather than actually peeking mid, Markelov was just holding an angle to see somebody's head as they entered the vent area.
Big performance though from Odadit. Really coming up huge for his team, and that's going to allow them to get those double ups going. So Simple's there towards B storage at the moment. He's very good at this, and they are going to be challenging his angle any second as he is looking for these shots. They want to get that quick B push in, but I'm not sure how well this is going to go for them. The man, Simple, on point, picks up the first kill. Markov now joining in, tossing in the fire, but that is going to throw back the players of HellRaisers. They want to go for another option here. They know that they can't push through that.
That's there as well. That's literally a firing squad on B right now, Dan.
This is not going to work for them. I mean,
HellRaisers, someone in positions by the vent though. I don't think Blade has seen it, and he's running around, so they're going to hear the audio cue there. But HellRaisers are on an eco, so there's only so much they can do in the situation.
Oh, that's dirty stuff there from one of it, straight through the vent. You actually don't see that kill happening very often, but. And you know, flip side, they wanted to get some economic damage there, like going for those pistols in that spot, spreading out as they did, wanting for that quick push. I think economic damage would have been the biggest priority there, and they weren't effectively able to get anything. So this is really good from flip side. Now the ult comes in on to Kucha, and Kucha is going to have to be battling against Simple and Welder. That is a scary task.
Oh, Simple's going over to the A-bomb site now, I think. In fact, they're just abandoning mid for the time being, or Blade going to come in. So let's have a look at where the AWPs are playing. Okay, so Simple is looking at the door area, and Welder is on the B-bomb site, so that's an interesting swap. You saw on the eco round there, they had Markelov playing the site for support, just in case there was a push, and he's doing the same here. He's got the angle on the vents, in fact. So they're playing a passive mid, with Markelov just covering the vent area, and covering Welder back at the same time. But interesting that they swapped Welder and Simple over. I suppose they're going for different styles, because Simple, they're 2 very different styles of AWPers. Oh, but Kucha, again, we said don't count him out, and he will get the frag onto Simple.
Kucha's so stable. It's going to give them a little bit of extra wiggle room, but in comes Flipside to try to challenge now on the bomb site, and they've got plenty of time to get on point, but it's Flamey at the back there, going to take down Bondik easily, as HellRaisers have eliminated 3 players, lost no one, and the bomb will get planted. There is surely nothing that Flipside can do to save this round at this point, but maybe get some cheeky frags on the exits. And well done, it just barely not getting the frag there. He spots loads of players, just wants to keep his head out there, but Kucha's going to blow it straight off. And he's got 3 kills this round, and to win this series, Kucha's going to have to be really on point, and so far he's showing a pretty good performance.
Yep, first challenge accepted, challenge 1.
Yeah, quick one-on-one against Simple. We should tally them. We should tally the one-on-ones.
Nice pre-fire there by Angel. Didn't get the frag, but the idea was in the right place, which is always nice to see. So let's have a look and see if Flipside go for the double AWP again. Indeed, they will. I was curious as to how they would run their economy after a complete wipeout there. The first round won by HellRaisers, but they're just going to go for the max buy once again. So Simple back towards the B-bomb site now. Sees one jump over, knew it was a bait, waited for Kucha to pop up and takes him down. So he gets revenge for the previous round there. So Blade is, you can see him just holding an angle on the boost spot, but going to look away. No, just keep an idea. You can see his role is between mid and A.
They've changed the setups a lot here. They've got a lot to show, it would seem.
Yeah, this is really cool because, again, as you just said, they've changed their setups each of the last 3 rounds, including this one. So how do you prepare against that? When you've got 2 warps on the CT side as well, and you're on T and you have no idea where they're going to be, like you have to fear every angle, every choke point.
And the side being so dominant in the early picking stage of the round that HellRaisers wanted to play for, they have nothing left to work with. They've got 3 players. One of them is going to have to come out pretty damn huge on just creating an opportunity, getting a quick kill. Going to have to take a big risk to get find a one-on-one. So that's basically the best case scenario at this point. But where are they going to find that kill? Flamey's just trying to be a bit of a nuisance here towards the A site. We can see the bomb is slowly moving towards B at the moment and up through the vents. So they're going to try to split onto B with the 2 players that they have, Adren and Dozier. And in they go. So this is actually the best possible odds that they can get here. And 2 quick frags there found by Flamey and Dozier. Markloff though, great response. 2 players down as we have a 2-on-1. He's going to have to recover that bomb, but there's no time for Flamey to do so. And that's going to be another round here for Flipside, as we do have indeed the 2 orbs picked up. What is it keeping is Safari Mesh. And it is looking so good. I love how much they're just swapping around players. It's actually really cool to see that.
Yeah, you can see now they've been together for a longer amount of time. Blade's strategies are coming to fruition here with this team. And we look forward to how this goes on again. There was a map where Flipside, I guess we'll mention it when we get to Mirage actually. But for now, when they have these 2 warps on the go, it's going to be really hard to stop them. And you have to win more than 1 round in a row to really break their economy here.
This is a beautiful hold here from Bondik on the quad. They are trying to get through, but they're taking heavy losses, and that cannot happen to this extent. Dozier, now the last man standing, he's got 10 points of health. The best case scenario for him is probably to just get a couple of frags here. I doubt they're going to let him plant this bomb right now, as Dozier is now pretty much out of nades. He's got a smoke. He's going to try to edge onto a frag. How does he get that one? Picks off. Well did it. But the AWP is going to be in hand of Markloff once again, and they'll be fine for that. So 7-1, and Flipside with the defense is just, it seems from a pick versus pick perspective, it is fairly unstoppable. Why is Blade on an ump right now? Are they that poor? Are they really? Actually, they probably are. They just lost 3 players.
They've got
2 rounds in a row.
I guess he's just trying to conserve money. Like they could buy him a rifle, but then if they lost a round, they might be screwed. So I guess he's just trying to balance things out just in case. I was going to say, if they keep winning rounds with only the 2 orbs surviving, then as soon as they lose the round, they're going to have to eco here. And that's important for HellRaisers. Again, they're 7-1, but they could still come out with a lead at the end of this.
Alright, so just the P250s to work with right now. And again, extra damage at this point would really be good.
One thing we forgot to mention is obviously he's expecting an eco. So he can buy an ump in this situation.
Oh yes, that's a very good point. Blade is very good at keeping track of the money of the opposing team. He's even get a quick frag with it as well. And to be fair, the ump is pretty good against armor actually. Like the rate of fire is pretty low, but it's decent against armor, and
it's got good recoil spread.
It's got a really easily controlled recoil. Yeah, that's one of the best things about the ump, I think. But he's going to swap it out for a rifle, as you mentioned, and now good setup. They all have incendiaries, but here it is. HellRaisers. This is the point where they could turn things around. This is the point where Flipside are weak economically. Can they step on that weakness? Can they exploit it? Can they squeeze it? Here we go. Over the top, and well done. They're going to deny Angel entry as Adren now tries to get in. They've run this setup before and went a lot better last time. Adren, though, picks up the kill on Blade. Does try to get the spam onto Simple, but
wow,
oh,
no
2 HP.
fear at all there from Simple. He doesn't give a damn. He is ready and willing for that challenge. Markloff trying to reload, completely exposed there. Simple eventually goes down as well. Now HellRaisers are in control of the bomb site. Nade comes in. Oh, well, then it takes down the bomb carrier. Now this round, get a bit more desperate for both teams. Dozier's only got 9 HP. Bondik has to go for this.
And he is definitely in for some trouble here, but they are, well, at least Dozier is quite low. So in goes the Flames. It's going to allow him to eliminate some positions as he goes for these peaks. Dozier on a very, very strong angle towards the site there. And there he goes, he crosses the angle, and Bondik trying to search for the next player. Does spot him, but just jumps barely in time. And he will get taken out, so that's not going to work very well for him. So HellRaisers is going to pick it up, and Flipside's going to be able to squeeze out one more buy, it would seem.
Have they got 2 ops there? I think they do.
Yes.
Indeed, they do. All right, so they are going hell for leather. It's kind of, this is like the Manchester United strategy: just score more goals than you concede. I think is the case here with regards to their economy, etc. Well, that no armor at all. So all he needs is to be quicker on the trigger here. Clint Eastwood time. See how he will do.
So once again, Bondik over by quad. They got 3 players towards the A bomb site, including WildEdit, who is with that AWP. Kind of giving up middle to their opponents. I'm going to put the faith in their ability to counter grenade the push as it comes in. There's your name in. They're surrounding the A bomb site at the moment. So this is very tentative stuff. Oh, that's a huge kill there from Angel. Takes down the AWPer. WildEdit. Simple is still left alive with the AWP, but he's coming in from B. And in goes Blade now. Does take down Kucha. Eliminating the flank from short, and Dozier going to be able to get the trade as well. So 3-on-3 now as Flipside struggle to get this retake going. The bomb still needs to be planted, but in comes Simple, gets a quick shot onto Angel. Bomb goes down now as Dozier is able to punch in those numbers. There goes the pop flash, trying to get himself out of a spot of bother. There's the peak, the flash was perfect. And there you go, Flamey finishes off the last player. Really excellent round there from HellRaisers. The chaos though, it's off the scale.
Well, Flipside again, they just left mid completely, and Angel got here really quickly, and it's not even here that was the problem. It's once he got behind the defenses, he was the Trojan horse. It's like in 300 when that hideous guy shows them the sneaky way through the little meadow, and they come from behind and savage everyone. Basically, what just happened, and now Flipside have nothing left. All their potatoes have been taken, their children, their wives. Their bread, Dan. They took the bread. All they're left with is rotten apples.
And yeast with which to make more bread. There you go. Dren, that's a pretty excellent pick there. Simple. You can just feel it right now. He's just so twitchy. He wants to get that peek in, but Dren's ready for it. Able to take him down, and
I feel like they tried to double peek at the same time as well. And he still managed to kill one without even engaging the other one. So push is coming in towards B bomb site here. 1 CT remaining on the site, and he's going to fall as well. So we may get through this round with no damage done to the HellRaisers side. Oh, with all those shots, still cannot find a connection to Angel's head. Angel has 88 HP right now. Bondik just fired a whole clip at him. That's a bit unfortunate for him. So he's just going to hold an angle, wait for someone to push him. Obviously, he wants to be closer rather than further away.
needs to pick up a weapon. And we'll have to see if we can have more rounds here from HellRaisers now, because they've broken Flipside. This is the point in which they can get momentum, but Flipside can squeak out another buy once more. Eke out.
See, now this is a question, Dan. With 2 AWPers on their team, do they how drilled are their strats for when they don't have any AWPs available?
Well, they got Blade on their team. You would expect that Blade is going to prepare them to how to play with low economies, but I mean, low economy play is you have to know how to do it if you want to be a top team. So we'll have to see what setup they have. They do have a 3-man towards middle setup, which I like. I really like this for the low economy setup. You can get really fast responses. Bit of fight here from HellRaisers. They try to take over the area, but Flipside going to lock it down, so they still have control of the middle. But Bondik's alone here at the quad, and they are pushing him through A main. He picks up a quick one. Flamey now is alone. Has to wait for a Dren, as these CTs are coming in onto this A site for this defense. And Flamey, he doesn't care. He's going to keep pushing forwards with that AK. Able to make it a little bit easier for him, but it's all on him now against 3. Well did it. Bondik and Markelov now closing in on his position. HellRaisers, this is the round. This is their round to try to break Flipside. Flamey's still working on it. 15 health, but there's a player above him, and that's it. It's going to get eliminated. And it was a good effort, but 9-4 is a score. And the low economy play, the 3 mid. And the one to each side seemed to be just what the doctor ordered.
What I liked from Markelov here was normally people peek just standing here, but the problem with that is if a T is just waiting for you, you're going to get popped in the head as soon as you peek. So he jumped onto it. It exposed his entire body, but where his head would normally be, his legs are. So if someone is pre-aiming the corner and they go for a tap, they're going to shoot him in the leg rather than shoot him in the face. And that might have been what allowed him to get the kill in that situation when he pops around that corner. All these smokes out in the mid again, and then once again, it's been more or less abandoned. We've got Blade just keeping half an eye on it, maybe trying to keep an angle on the vent, but he's in fact going to get himself out of what might be a very unfavourable position. But again, we saw what happened when Angel ran across mid last time. If the same thing happens again, then that could be curtains for Flipside.
Well, they're trying to get a pick through onto A at the moment, but it's not really working out for them at the moment. The smoke is down. And they have given up middle as well, have Flipside, so HellRaisers are abusing that, and that's really great. I love to see that. They are going to be able to build in a split play if they want from this. But the bomb is actually down. Someone needs to go grab that if they want to get the play coming in now. Oh, Kucha just abusing the open middle there. Right up short, gets to the frag with the AWP. And what did it? Some good wall banging there. Able to even things up a little bit. In fact, going ahead here, 9-4 is the score. HellRaisers trying to work on that one now as they do get an extra kill on the entry.
Angel's down. Push through mid again. This is what he did in the previous round. He's done it a bit later on. And there is a duel to try and keep control of that area. In the meantime, while that it is going to take down Kucha. Markelov wins the duel with Angel. And Dozier is the last one remaining. So this looks like it should be a W for Flipside. But they've made it really hard for themselves. The way they're abandoning, there's only 5 seconds left here, so this is a W for Flipside as we go into the last round. But the way that they're abandoning mid is causing them massive issues. You see Blade, he's playing on short, and he's having to look at door and having to turn around and look behind him at mid. At any time, he could be shot from either one. And it's just, you know, the frags are coming in from there as well. And as you said, it makes a split viable. And I think it's a massive hole in the defense at the moment. And HellRaisers have been trying to abuse it. And I do think they were unlucky. After that frag onto the CT, who was that car, I think they were unlucky to win that round. To not win that round.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually like fine to have that weakness and give up middle, but they've got to have the right setup. Keeping that in mind. But we do have the push coming in very fast here from HellRaisers, buying up for that last round. Simple in from above with the M4 though. Able to take down Kucha. They cannot get through and step 1 foot onto that bomb site. Simple taking down player after player. Two quick ones with the CZ as well. And what did it? Of course, it's going to connect that one. Angel falls, and that's an 11-4 first half for Flipside in this best of 3. And that's actually a pretty damn good result for them. I mean, they never really looked like they were wavering. They kept changing their setups. They kept mixing it up. Well that it was hitting his shots. Bondik was defending really well at the back of the A site. They never really looked all that in trouble.
I feel like their setup, because of how expensive their optimal setup is, I feel like it's quite brittle. And you know, what we were going to wait for Mirage for is there was last time they played on Mirage, their economy got broken, and they could never get the double ops out, and then they could never do what we are seeing from them in the CT side on this map. So we'll have to see how it plays out over time, but
There must win for them to get the AWPs going as soon as possible. And Kucha, we'll have to see though whether they can pull this one off. They have to react, and that's always the scarier side of the story, being the CTs and having to respond to what Flipside choose to do. And at the moment, it looks like they are, after a slow beginning, waiting for that A push. Just going to split through the squeaky door and A main, as we have HellRaisers without any information at the moment, just on the ranges, actually playing for an A retake essentially with their setup at the moment. And in come the smokes, and they know what's going to happen. Dozier a little bit too early with the HE there, but Flipside will get the bomb down. But this is okay, because HellRaisers with their setup, they were basically saying, well, if they are going to take A, we're going to lose nobody, we're going to wait for the smokes to go away, we're going to set up around it, and we're going to play for the retake. Yeah,
this is what they're preparing for. Kucha has a kit as well, worth bearing that in mind. Lots of flashbangs coming in here from the CT side. They had one smoke as well, which has gone down. And Kucha trying to find the first frag. He finds onto Blade. Trade coming in from Markelov in the door area. Bondik going to stop Dozier from getting the flank through quad boxes. Dren taking down Wilderick. Now it's a 2 versus 2. Bomb is quite far ticked. Only Angel remains. He hasn't got a kit either. Looks like he is going to try and make a run for it, save his Kevlar. Indeed, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be hunted though. Oh, he gets the frag onto Bondic as well. Has been tagged, so he's not going to be able to get a helmet for 350. He's still going for
my god!
What was he looking for?
I don't know.
Surely he used some kind of pistol, I presume.
I don't know. Looking to get fragged.
Well, this is a difficult situation now. 4 HellRaisers with Flipside so far in front. Like seeing a late buy from the CT side.
I like how the Mac 10 looks smaller than the Deagle on the...
Yeah, it is. It's quite major, isn't it? Ooh.
Oh, that is dirty.
That is
filthy.
a Juan Diggs. Let me see the Juan Diggs in chat.
Disgusting. Alright, so HellRaisers now. Going to be even on players to Flipside, and Flipside actually have middle controls, so this could get quite awkward because HellRaisers have no idea. They have no idea where Flipside are right now and where they're going. They just don't know these things. So, going to be trying to see if they can get some answers shortly here.
Excuse me.
As we are seeing them just back away for the B play, Flipside that is. And HellRaisers, oh no, they've kind of rotated most players kind of away from this. They'll have a quick response, but Adren, he's got to get a bunch of kills here. He's got to get at least 2 kills here to make this possible for his team. Trying to work on one, gets a dink and a bit of damage onto Wilderick, but that's it. I don't think that's good enough. The smoke is down as well. And HellRaisers are going to save, I think, and just go for some exits. And bring those the pistol armor and scout into the next round. Dozier, though, doesn't have any Kevlar. So he could actually try to be a little bit more aggressive if he wanted to. But he's going to just sit there, it would seem. And Cooch has got a really long-range angle if they want to go through CT. So, and they know what's clear, so they're going to back away, shuffle on through B storage, probably to T-spawn, because they know it's that route should be clear. And that is the case. I think Dozier hears some stepping here, but he's going to see if he can try to find somebody. Oh, not going to happen.
Okay. What are HellRaisers going to have in store here? Are they going to go for the eco? Looks like they may well just do that. The odd grenades here or there. Got the armor piercing, or the pistol to do better damage versus armor. I wouldn't say armor piercing. They're not carrying tanks, Dan. Right. So, Wilderick just with the P250. Oh, maybe it's time Simple to throw his AK over to Wilderick actually, since he's only got 11 HP remaining. Oh, the Flame's going to force out the sandbag position. Very nice push and punish there by Blade. So far, so good. 3 players remaining. Bit of information for the CTs there about mid, but with only 2 P250s and a Deagle, I'm not sure how much they can do with that. As I say that, of course, Dozier rips Blade's head off.
Yeah, just seeing what they can find. HellRaisers do actually have a couple players in nice positions. You can see Dozier here, who's by forklift, and the P250 is quite good. We'll have to see if he can pick something up here. The rest of Flipside are moving towards B though, and they're going to hit the stepping and start responding. But once again, it's down to Flamey on the back of the site. There's a quick snap with the Deagle. Can he get another one? He will. That's 3 players down immediately on Flipside side. It's just Simple remaining with the scout. Oh, sorry, the AK now in his hands. And he's going to get the bomb down.
He's only got 11 HP versus 2 players. He needs to find headshots without any trades coming in. Has seen both players. Oh, it's got to try and pre-fire. This is a horrible situation for Simple, and he isn't going to make it. Those 2 Deags on the B bomb site just won HellRaisers around. It kept them in this game. Gives them 2 AKs as well.
Flamey's a manly man. He's a manly man. He's probably a lumberjack.
He's a grizzly man, Dan.
He
is a grizzly man. Those 2 Deags were dirtier than a Warcraft player's keyboard, Dan. They were dirty.
What does that say about Warcraft players?
Well, some people die at their PCs, Dan. They never leave.
What do you mean,
the sanitary conditions cannot be optimal, Dan.
I was thinking about Warcraft 3 RTS when you said that.
You went full note. Well, actually, are you talking about Warcraft or World of Warcraft 3? Because there's a difference between the 2.
Well, here we go. Flamey's pushed quite far in the middle. He's going to pick up a quick frag. Somehow, they didn't check his position. They put pop flashes there to flash him, but I think they were the only ones to get blind, as Flamey does pick up one for free. However, the trade coming into play, and we're seeing that HellRaisers have a decent line of defense towards A, but right now they're a bit vulnerable on B, and there's only one player at the back of the vent room, and he's on fire, he's burning, he's forced to come out of his hole, and he is going to move into the reticle of Worlded It. Bondic also is going to find some action here on middle, so looks like Flipside are gutting them one at a time. These players from HellRaisers are falling as Flipside are outplaying them at the moment in this round. But in comes Kucha. In this AWP, can redemption be found? Goes for the flick, will miss that one. No whack-a-mole action for him now. I don't think Blade's going to dare jump once more against Kucha here. But if Kucha can get a quick kill here, it's all to play for. There's some damage onto Blade. It's going to be the push from Angel. He's going to get eliminated. Kucha will take down Worlded It, but he's got to back away. There's nothing else that he can do. And it was a systematic removal of players there from Flipside. Although I do wonder, I mean, Flamey got that kill deep or middle, and that was a little bit weird because they put 2 pop flashes, which are supposed to basically flash the guys that rush if they rush close to the door, but didn't work, James. Didn't work.
Sometimes it doesn't go your way, Dan. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
But they did at least win the rounds, and Future's on the AWP still, so there's hope.
There's hope indeed. And there's hope because there's no AWPs on Flipside right now. Just 5 AKs, but lots of nades, lots of toys to play with. Lots of toys to throw out of the pram towards these CTs. So, and now mid is getting abandoned again, now this time from the CTs. So this seems to be a thing between these 2 teams right now. It's like, okay, well, screw mid. We're just going to put players in X, Y, Z. But I suppose maybe they're relying on a sound cue from various nades and flashes being thrown into mid to take it by the opposite side. Bondic just biding his time at the moment, looking for a counter boost, but when the time comes, he will emerge from his little owl's nest.
Yeah, I mean, timing is really important. CTs move around a lot. The longer you delay, the more likely they are to be on the sites themselves. I don't know what's going on, but here we go. The push is going to come in. That's a quick frag from Dozier. Kucha's going to be able to stop Worlded It as well on the entry. And Flipside are looking quite troubled at the moment. They are getting their way into the B bomb site. Bondic picks up one of the Flamey. In come the frags all of a sudden, and with the smoke down, that's a clear B bomb site for Flipside to get that plant. And there's Markcloth now. It's going to be a safe hidden plant, so that means they're going to have to keep people on the site. So we've got a 3-on-3 now of HellRaisers. They can't be messing around. It's 14-5 right now. They need this one, and Dozier going to get eliminated. Bit of a jerk there on Coach TV, but Markov will win the round as we have Flipside coming out on top once again on cash. 15-5 now, and I feel like this game hasn't looked as one-sided as the score suggests.
No, there's been a lot of close rounds, and again, a lot of close rounds on Flipside CT side where they only survived with 2 players, but survived they did, and 15-5 it will be. And again, HellRaisers picked Mirage as the second map, which you'd think would be horrible against two AWPs. That said, it was Mirage where Flipside were completely destroyed by another team recently, which I'm still struggling to remember who it was. But oh, HellRaisers picked Cash. Excuse me, Flipside picked Mirage.
I was going to say, like,
ignore everything I just said.
Flipside historically has been one of their stronger ones. We've seen them take down Virtus Pro there as well. So in the past, with the older lineup, they are eliminating these pistoning players for HellRaisers, as they surely have not a lot of hope left in this one. They have managed to take down Bondic, but they're just 3 now. And Flipside are together, and we are going to have the frags coming in as well. So Flamey's the last man standing. His life surely is about to be snuffed out here. He's just got 9 HP now. CZ, they're already calling GG in the chat. And Flamey's just going to go in, see what he can get done. Here it is, though. Does get a kill by Worlded It. He's just running blind. But there you go, 16-5. Very, very quick one. Seemed quite